So, I mean, I never enjoyed causing Ryan pain, ever, at all. That was never my intention for him at all. Thank you, Selena, for the galaxy. That was never my intention, was to hurt him, and as you can see, it hurt me too. Like, a divorce is really, really difficult. So it's like I was battling both emotions. I was heartbroken for Ryan, and also heartbroken, like, having to basically say goodbye to a best friend that I had for 3 years. You know, regardless of that our marriage didn't work out, Ryan was my best friend for 3 years. I told him everything. He knew all of my secrets. He knew so much about me. And to have to, like, cut that off and say goodbye is really hard. But at the same time, I was also reconnecting with my first love, which has always been Ken. And so that was a battling emotion for me. He's playing with Parker over there. And so things are just settling in. What are you doing? Trying to make me laugh over there behind the camera?
What? What are you
trying to make me laugh behind the camera. So
What do you want, Jessie girl?
all 3 dogs are in the house right now.
What you want, Jessie girl?
Got Parker,
What you want, Jessie girl?
Aurora, have Parker in here, have Jazz.
Parker!
All the dogs are in here.
What are you doing over there?
Thank you for the roses.
Are you my sweetie?
Thank you. Thank you, Mac, for the galaxy.
Go lay.
Alright, well, now that I, thank you so much, Sierra, thank you. Ken, do you have any, thoughts that you would like to say? Let me pan the camera to you. Can you see pretty good?
I can.
You can?
I
Okay,
can.
alright.
Yeah, it was a great episode. I'm excited to see what happens in the future. Ken, why are you so handsome? I don't know. I just am, I guess. Yeah. Your jawline looks like it was chiseled by the gods themselves. Yeah, I know.
Is people really saying that right now?
Yeah, they are. I've been saying that. I know. Thanks for the galaxy, y'all.
Good lord.
Your body looks like it was carved of Michelangelo's David. I know. I've been telling the world this. You finally understand.
Christ.
I know. Your hairline looks incredible tonight. Thank you. Finally, you know.
You got one compliment for the hair.
It's just, everybody's just juicing me up right now. Yeah, it was a good episode.
I was born this way.
We really want to see Christy. Okay, great.
No, shut the fuck up.
Is that what it really says?
No, he's lying.
We really want to
No,
see
no.
Christy. All right, Christy. You're on the camera.
No, I'm not.
You on the camera.
I'm not. It's facing my left.
Okay, no, you're not. Okay, now you on the camera.
Hey guys.
All right, let me read some of these comments for you.
I don't know. Here, I mean.
Can you
where's
read
Christy?
them?
Here I am.
There you go.
Well, episode was good. A lot of stuff we forgot about, put it to you that way. The little argument y'all seen between me and Mia was mild compared to some. So, what can I say? I mean, it happens. We're normal. We're like everybody else. So,
But she's also 23 now. So.
yeah, girl, it doesn't matter if she be 5 years older than what she is. You're still gonna argue.
Oh, I know.
But it is what it is, you know.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, everybody loves Ken. Nobody is feeling bad about it anymore. Everybody thinks it's just happened like yesterday when we've all dealt with it already. So
It's been months.
yeah, it's actually been a while.
Mm-hmm.
So just stay tuned, I guess, for
Yeah.
updates. Thanks for the support.
And panning it back over to me. We're all gonna take our little turns. I do have a great family. They're really supportive. Thank you, Riley. I think Mia is so mature. Like, she has a good head on her shoulders. A lot of times I know that she can get frustrated with me because I don't always exude the same maturity that she does, but I have a lot to learn from her. She has my back on a lot of things. So, and she doesn't hold her tongue. She speaks her mind, which is great. She's not a BSer. So.
And she did text me and apologize.
Yeah, and she did text me April
the last
10th or
weekend,
something like that. Because my surgery was on the 5th, on April 5th, and then 5 days later would have been April 10th.
Yeah.
So
Gigi's birthday.
that's whenever that scene took place. So I mean, it's been a couple months. They've gotten to meet each other. She's really supportive. So yeah, I think watching everything, that was everybody's like reaction to me and Ken getting to reconnect all over again. My sister, she did warn me. She's like, just so you know, like, I'm worried about how this is gonna look to people with your reputation. And looking back on it, and she's right. If I could have done one thing different, with the whole situation of Ryan, going back to Ken, it would have been the timing. I think I probably would have waited a little longer, let things settle down a little bit more. But my heart didn't let me. Like, I had been holding on to a love that was born in 2017, and a love like that just doesn't go away. And I held on to that for a long time, and finally, when I'm out of prison, I'm no longer behind stone walls. I can actually have everything that I want in my grasp. I didn't have the self-control to say, be a little more, and I just wasn't that mature enough to wait for that. So I can own up to that. But we're here now, and there's, we have so much going for us in the future. We're expecting a baby. That's the one thing that when I seen that positive test, like I said on the show, first thing I thought of was my dad's gonna kill me, because he had just literally had that conversation with us, and that's the weekend that our baby was conceived, Jazz Fest, that, whole weekend.
God bless that weekend. I said that.
Yeah. And so, I mean, it was truly in God's timing. Who am I to say it's not my time to pick or whatever? It was God's time to pick, not mine. So, but we've got a lot going for us. Like, we've got a bright future ahead. I'm excited. My dad has settled into the idea of gonna be a grandpa now.
Yeah, pop.
He's gonna be a pop.
Pop.
And Christy is gonna be a lolly. So, and it's gonna be a lollipop.
My mom would be a G-mom.
And your mom's gonna be a G-ma? That's cute.
My dad's just gonna be a grandpa.
Yeah.
And I do get that question a lot. Like, a lot of people have asked me, sorry, by getting interrupted with these. A lot of people have asked me, like, the question, because my mother is not here, who's gonna be grandmother? And I'm like, Christy. Like, Christy's gonna be the grandmother,
Obviously.
Obviously, like, Christy's the mother that I wish I always would have had. So, I mean, of course, our baby is gonna have Christy. That's a no-brainer. And then my sister has great style, and my sister is going to be the godmother. So godparents are really big in southern Louisiana. Everybody has godparents down here. We call them nannies are the godmothers, and parents are the godfathers. That's what we call them. And my brother Dylan is going to be the godfather, and my sister is going to be the godmother. And when I tell you, she's already thinking about baby shower, planning baby showers, all this.
Shopping,
She's already shopping. She's got an Amazon cart already ready for that stuff. I tell you one thing, my sister has great style, so that our baby is going to be styling.
She's not gonna let that baby be dressed no other different way.
Is a baby cap still like a big brand thing now?
I don't know.
I don't
It's
know.
been a while since.
Our baby's gonna be pH fat.
What? Oh gosh, nobody uses that anymore. That's so 2008.
That was like 2004.
Gosh, goodness. I am 13 weeks and some days. I think it was like 13. What am I? Check the app.
What?
I didn't-
You're 13 weeks and 5 days.
13 weeks and 5 days, yeah. The app keeps track for me.
That's a good thing to have.
Oh, I know, that app is so nice to have. And then every week it tells you like what kind of like fruit the size of the baby would be compared to. So Ken texts me a picture of a fruit every new week.
Yeah, you have to be bored.
We have a kiwi this week!
You have a lime.
We have a lime!
Next week will be a kiwi.
Okay, so we have a lime this week and a kiwi next week.
Then an orange maybe, or
And an orange, and then a grapefruit.
dang.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready for the watermelon yet.
Keep you in that plastic.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, right.
I'm not ready for that.
That's what you crave. Pasta.
I know I am craving pasta all the time. Thank y'all so much for the roses. Hi to everybody in Brazil. Hi, London. Thank you, Ashley, for the heart puff.
Brother, the same.
Oh, thank you, JJ. Thank you, Kat. So what other scenes kind of like stuck out at you guys? I got all riled up whenever you and Dad were talking, and
Well,
you were like, "I am taking no attitude."
I wasn't. I put his ass in check. I had to. You know? I mean, you can't take that out on me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, no
Well, it's nice that you guys could talk through.
Yeah, and after his demeanor changed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so.
And I mean, I do feel like a level of like a level of guilt where it's like his time to shine as being my dad was like giving me the advice not to get pregnant, and then I got pregnant. So,
Right. I
um,
mean, look,
but that wasn't on purpose, you know.
after, I mean, we told him 2 seconds in after, you know, he was all excited.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Kaylin.
Thanks,
He was
Kaylin.
all excited, you know, I mean,
Thanks, CJ.
Thank you,
I
CJ.
can't wait.
Yeah, I was.
Thank you,
You know,
Julie.
That
Thank you,
babies
Julie.
are going to be wrapped
Brenda.
around that pinky.
Oh,
User
I know.
89524.
I'm not gonna remember that. Thank you, CJ. No, I mean, I think once, you know, when me and my dad had the FaceTime call where I did tell him I'm pregnant, you know, his first reaction was kind of like, he had like a stoic reaction. I just remember him on the boat just kind of like taking it all in. And then he made a little joke, which I won't talk about on here, but...
No, what was the joke?
Oh no, I don't want to say it on here.
What was the
It's
joke? I wanna
highly,
hear it.
it's highly inappropriate, but
Okay.
you know, it's something my dad would say that it's funny. It's a funny joke, but it's just not meant for everybody to know about. And then
You know,
Oh, right.
should have used protection. But
right.
then after that, he was happy and he was definitely
sent a text.
accepting of it.
Let me see what he said.
Yeah, what did he say?
I'm gonna.
Did he finish the episode?
Yeah, he said, "Good show, y'all. That's as real as it gets.
Very
Gypsy,
true.
take care of that baby."
Aw.
Drink
He
some
said
water.
that.
I'm drinking water. I got 2 bottles of water right here.
Hey, finish one of them.
I'll do them whenever. Actually, this was colder.
Yeah, he said that to like with us.
I was able to be so comfortable with the film crew.
Drink the water,
I
damn
am.
it.
She just
I
did.
just
You
did.
held.
That's right. You tell him.
You held the water bottle. You didn't drink out of it.
Bruh, dude.
Everybody is
Let
my
me
witness.
tell
I
you.
just drank
You've
Listen,
been
listen,
drinking.
dude.
You had your nose in your freaking phone, so
That's
chill.
right.
Make fun of my nose now?
Nope.
No, you were like this.
We very real here, people. We so real.
Listen, drink some damn
But I'll
water.
be drinking it. We're too real around
Hydrate
here.
that baby.
I am. It's got lots of.
It's clawing for fluid right now.
It's clawing.
It's clawing. I can see the fingernails coming through your stomach right now.
Oh Lord, have
Oh,
mercy. They're too much.
Go clean the kitchen because you cook.
That's right.
Oh,
Go
I
clean
cook
the
and I
kitchen.
clean.
Hey, I cook and clean.
You gotta settle into dad life.
Bruh.
Get him, Christy.
Yeah, no, kick all your ass.
We don't hold our tongues here.
What you see is what you get.
Absolutely, we're very real. But I mean, like, so as I was saying before, you know.
Make it an entertainment.
I still haven't seen you drink the water.
Bruh, just
Ah!
I'm looking at you.
Chug it, chug it.
Looking at you.
Just
Thank,
chug
who
it.
sent me the swan? That was really nice. Thank you, Katie, for the rose.
That was Bonnie Jan.
Okay. Planning.
There you go. Good.
There we go.
All right.
Oh,
I'll leave you
Lord,
alone
I'm
for
getting
like
dizzy.
10 minutes now.
Okay, so anyway, like I was saying, I was able to be so comfortable with the crew and our shoot directors. They were amazing. Like by us filming with them so much, like I wish y'all would have seen all the footage that we had filmed. Like we filmed for 4 and 5 consecutive shoot days in a row.
Someone told me, I saw someone say, get her a Stanley, Ken.
Oh, I have
Where
it.
is it?
I have
There
a
it
Stanley,
is. Yeah,
but
this
it's
is
got
the
old
Stanley.
water.
Oh, you want new water?
I want new water.
Okay, I'll get you new water.
I want fresh water. So anyway, I was in a general setting, like the way I was able to just be so comfortable and be myself and be able to have those vulnerable moments where I did cry, because crying is not easy for me to do in public or like in front of people. It's I cry in private. I don't like showing my vulnerable moments, and so the fact that I was able to be so vulnerable just speaks volumes to how comfortable we were as a crew together. Thank you.
You want to know how it was meeting Kim after you?
Yeah. So definitely it was very emotional. Oh, thank you, Mac.
Mark text me. I want to know the secret.
What's the secret?
What's that saying?
Oh. I'll text you, Mac. I'll text it to you. But someone said, how is it meeting
You
Kim
have to move
Kardashian?
Blancy.
I thought that wasn't her account anymore.
Oh, it's
I'm waiting for her.
Wait,
I'm waiting for her
get
to
it.
accept my request. I sent her a request, but I'm waiting for her to accept it because I can't mod her if
You're
she hasn't
wait, I'm
accepted
asking
it.
her what's the name.
I got it. It's Snake and
No,
Bunny?
it's changed.
again.
Wait. Fresh.
Thank you, fresh.
Snake and a bunny suit.
Okay, I sent her a request.
She accepted it.
All right. Didn't even know I'm such a picky pregnant woman. All right.
The planted bony is one of them too.
All right.
Does Christy have a job?
No, I'm not. I don't see her.
Yes, I detail cars.
Okay, hold up. Let me get out of there. All right. Now you can answer. Okay. You what?
I do have a job. I detail cars. And it's a hard job.
You do really good at it though.
I bust my butt.
But those cars look spotless.
Yes, they do.
When does the next season come out? I don't know, guys. I don't know. We haven't even agreed to it, so I don't know. How has living on the bayou been? Like I remember it. So I lived in Golden Meadow, Louisiana, which is not far from here at all. It's like two towns over?
Yeah.
2 towns over from here. And I lived there till I was about 6. And, you know, I feel like that culture never left. Even though my mom and I left Louisiana when I was about 14, moved to Missouri, and then when I got out of prison, I came back to Louisiana, and I feel like I picked up back in like yesterday, hearing certain words that, you know, people say that are in like Cajun French and stuff. Like I remember all that, like that comes back. But it's nice living on the bayou. Everybody knows everybody. God knows everybody knows everybody. I go to Walmart and I meet at least 20 cousins.
Literally.
Literally. A lady stopped me today. I went to Walmart today and a lady stopped me and she's like, I used to babysit your sister and your brother. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I said, I'm sorry.
Your brother was a handful. Dylan.
I know Dylan was a handful.
Yeah.
He still is a handful sometimes.
Yeah. He already threw a decoy freaking duck at Dazzy in her freaking face.
That doesn't
Got a big
surprise me.
black eye.
That does not surprise me. Oh yeah. We're good. Thank you. I do go off topic every once in a while, especially with Ken in the room and Christy in the room. I get off topic. So yeah. So meeting Kim. Kim was very nice. She was shorter than I expected, but she's very down to earth. Like I didn't expect that from someone of her status. But she was incredibly nice. Like we sat down for an hour, and Ryan got to meet her too. But they just didn't show that part. The only thing that I am a little disappointed in is, if y'all remember, I posted a video, I want to say back in February maybe. Thank you, Ty. I posted a video back in like February talking about my friend that is still in prison, Amelia Bird. You know, she has a very similar case to mine. I did a whole video about it before I deleted or deactivated my TikTok. And I talked about, you know, her sentence, and she's trying to get in with the Innocence Project and get a pardon. And hold up, turn off. Okay. Her case and her story and the fact that like she was a good friend of mine. I needed to get her voice out there. And so I did talk to Kim about her case. And even though they didn't show it in the show, I got to explain what she's in there for, why I feel she's innocent, and hopefully get her some help with the Innocence Project, or have Kim Kim's team, she does have a team that she works with that has connections to that sorts of things that help with that. And because it's on the pretty much same platform as prison reform. So Kim said that she would look into Amelia's case and bring up her case to her team to review. So that they didn't show that in the show, and I was kind of disappointed in that because I was really hoping to get Amelia's case really out there with that. That was pretty much, you know, my reasoning for going on the show. Talk about prison reform, talk about how we can rectify some of these issues going on in prison, the lack of therapy they have in prison, spotlight these cases that don't get talked about because, you know, they come from small towns and things like that. And they only, you know, put a small portion of it in there. So there was a lot more to be shown, but it just didn't make it into the show. But meeting Kim herself, she's incredibly sweet and I think incredibly genuine.
You give them a backstory on Amelia because they're asking.
Oh, okay. So Amelia Bird is in prison right now. She was arrested with her then boyfriend at 16 years old. And, you know, Amelia and I, we did 2 years in prison together, like my last 2 years in prison together. So, and she was once my roommate too. And we had extensive conversations about her case and her life. And, you know, she had a rough childhood too. Her mom and her dad grew up on, you know, had to grow up on this farm. And they were from a rural town in Missouri. And Amelia got into the wrong crowd and she was dating the wrong boyfriend. And she was about to break up with the boyfriend, and then the boyfriend broke into Amelia and her parents' home and, you know, unalived her mom and her dad. Her mom was shot, her dad was shot. Her mom passed away and her dad survived, but he was really, like, badly injured. And she was arrested Amelia was arrested along with her boyfriend. So as they're awaiting trial, the prosecution approaches her boyfriend for a deal. So if he testified against Amelia and said that she asked him to do it, then he would have a lesser sentence. He would be spared the death penalty. And then the prosecution went to her and was like, we're going to seek the death penalty on you if you don't agree to this plea bargain. And Bird, Amelia Bird, B-I-R-D. Just like Bird. And so she took a plea deal to avoid the death penalty to 2 life sentences ran consecutive. So what consecutive means is on top of each other. So life is calculated at 30 years. And so if you total that up, that's 60 years. And there wasn't any evidence against Amelia Bird except for the boyfriend's testimony against her. And so I explained all of this to Kim, and because Kim works a lot with the Innocence Project and other organizations that help look into people that have been convicted of crimes and they, you know, might be innocent, she helps with that kind of stuff. And so that was kind of like my last hope, to get help from my friend. So I mean, I'm hoping that behind the scenes Kim does, you know, stick to her word and, you know, work on Amelia's case. Thank y'all for the roses. No, I don't still talk to her. I can't right now. After I'm off parole, though.
How did you tell Christy you were expecting? One question, how did you tell Christy you were expecting?
How did I tell Christy I was expecting? Well, after I texted you. Sorry, I just burped on camera. That's embarrassing. Pregnancy burps. After I texted with you, and you were like, or maybe you could be pregnant. And I'm like, I think I have an extra test. So I went in my closet, and I checked my closet, and I still had that extra test. And I went to the bathroom. I didn't even tell Christy I was going to take it. Because I'm like, what happens if I'm not? You know, so I didn't want to worry her or anything. So I just went and take it, and then did it in the bathroom, came back positive. Christy was laying on the sofa right where she is, and I take the test, and I'm like, Mom, what does this say? Like, I want to know what this says, because I just want to make sure I'm reading this right. And she's like, you pregnant. And I'm like, oh my God. And I just sat down, and I'm like, oh my God. What is Dad going to say? Like, that was my number one thought. What is my dad going to say?
And you.
Yeah, I was really scared to tell my sister, but I ended up telling her, and she took it really well, actually. Thank you, Jessie. Thank you, Harlow. Thank you, Jess, for the roses. I know, I'm tired too. It's been a long day.
How did you tell your dad?
How did I tell my dad? Over FaceTime. He was at work, and so I FaceTimed with him.
Have you thought about baby names yet?
Have we thought about baby names? Yes, actually we have. You know, we bounced around a couple of ideas. Emily, Aiden, you know, we want to, you know, we want to know. Thank you, Coco. And congratulations, girl. We're in the pregnancy club. Wishing you the best. You gonna go walk them? Okay. Love you.
Love you too.
Love you. Yes, we plan on finding out the gender. We're gonna have a gender reveal party.
Parker and Jazz, come on.
Yeah, go walk the dogs. I need to walk today. We plan on having a gender reveal party. And I think it'll be a lot easier when we are able to, what did we say? Someone reported me for driving when you and Chrissy was in the car. What?
I know, I read that, but what?
I'm confused.
Yeah, me too.
Brie, you're gonna have to text me. That's, I don't know.
I read it too.
I'm like, what? Thank you, so.
Oh, that's cool.
I know, that's pretty cool. I like the fireworks. What was I saying? My mind. I've been up since 4:30, guys.
That wasn't the... No, I don't remember.
I'm starting to get a little bit of a headache.
Pregnancy brain.
I can't keep track. Oh yeah, the names. It'll be easier to figure out like names once we know the gender. So we'll be pregnancy brain is real, yes. And I feel like every day I'm losing a little bit more of my mind or my memory. Do I need glasses? Probably. Probably. My eyes are getting tired. I've been up since 4:30. Thank you, Alyssa. Yes, so thank you, Mia. Yeah, let's talk about the gender reveal. So we're gonna, you know, invite our family and our friends to a gender reveal. My sister is in charge of the decorations, which I'm probably gonna text you more about tomorrow. Some of the like boards that Christy bought came in with the markers to like mark how many weeks and stuff like that came in. So that's in my room right now. Oh, I redid, this is a message to my sister, by the way. I redid the bedroom, my bedroom. So I flipped the bed where the dresser was and the dresser where the bed is. So I got it completely reorganized. I've got new comforters, new sheets, just kind of whole makeover. I'm trying to make room for where the crib is gonna go, or a bassinet. I'm trying to organize the room according to that. So maybe you might have some ideas of where some stuff can go. Thank you, Lo. These comments are going by so fast. How many kids do I want? You know, probably 2. I mean, I would like a boy and a girl. Yeah, I know, nesting already. I know. Personally, I don't think it's nesting is like any time in your pregnancy that you do it more. Personally, the way I am is I'm kind of OCD with certain things. I like moving stuff around in my room all the time. I used to do it in prison too. I used to organize my locker a lot. It was just something that definitely would keep me entertained and kept my eyes moving, my arms moving, kept me something to do. So organizing is something that I do on a regular, and it always has been. I'm very, very organized whenever it comes to certain things. And plus, like, it's one of those things that, like, I'm living at my parents' house, so it's not like I can pick another room that will be the nursery. Like, the nursery will be my room / nursery. So I'm having to kind of figure some things out right now. How many weeks? 13 weeks. How many weeks am I? I am 13 weeks of that Pregnancy Plus app. It is so nice to have. No, I can't. I don't believe I can get my own apartment. When I moved from Lake Charles, I transferred my parole to a different. We don't have counties in Louisiana. We have parishes, but it basically is county. So I transferred counties, parish, to have my parole here at my parents' house. So I don't want to keep asking to change my address on a regular. I want to rock out this next, 11 months on parole at one address. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stay with my parents, and then after parole, Ken and I could reevaluate. We might get a rent house. We might buy a house. We might live in an apartment together. I don't know. We'll reevaluate that when we get there. It's still far too early to have those conversations right now, and with the restrictions, it's quite difficult. What am I most excited about being a mom to be? I think the thing that excites me the most is just being able, like I said in my pregnancy announcement, being able to give my child everything that I wasn't given. I grew up with a mom that moved us around a lot, and so I don't have a childhood home. I can't think back to a memory where I'm like, yeah, that was my childhood home. I have so many memories there. I lived there from this age to this age, whatever. I don't have that because my mom made us move around so much. So, I want to give my child a place where there's family. And here on the bayou, this is all family. Christy's here, my sister, my daddy, everybody is very close-knit with each other, and I like that. And I want to make sure that me and Ken's child have a close-knit family around at all times. So that's what I'm looking forward to the most, is just being able to surround my child with as much family support and love as possible. Have I had any crazy pregnancy dreams? Not really, not too bad. Last night I had a kind of a weird dream, and it didn't make sense. It's one of those dreams that you wake up and you're like, that didn't make sense, but I dreamed that I was tied to a chair. I don't know, it was weird. Yeah, home roots is really good. And as we continue to go through, the pregnancy journey, Ken and I will have those really important discussions about marriage and where we want to settle roots and everything. And I think the more we even now talk about that kind of stuff, it's looking like Louisiana is that place for us. So. Oh, what a cute squirrel! Thank you, Stephanie. Yeah, my dad and Christy are excited to be grandparents. I don't think that anybody's really thrilled about me raising the baby here for now, for the first, I guess you could say 6 months of his or her life, but, those are, they have the patience that I can only strive to have. And they've been through it. They have a lot of kids that they've done raised and everything, so they've been through it. I'm sure it'll be nice to have Christy here and in the next room, so when the baby's crying and I don't know why, Christy can be like, okay, well, this is probably why, raised 2 kids, this is why. It's nice to have that support there. That way I'm not alone at it, So, I see a lot of people asking, will the baby have, hold up one second. Do you have any crazy pregnancy cravings? No, not anything crazy. Like, I want sweets, like cakes, cupcakes, icing. Like, I want sweets. But I take my time with that stuff. I'll eat one little sweet, and then, like, I won't go crazy with it. That's as much as I allow myself to eat the sweets. So I see people asking, will the baby have Ken's last name, or will it be a Blanchard, will it be an Anderson, will it be a Euchre? And the truth is, I am not 100% sure on that. I've asked my divorce attorney, and what I gather from everything is that if Ryan is kind and will allow us to go ahead and put the baby's name down as Euchre, that could be a possibility. But if Ryan wants to fight it, then it makes it really hard. Ryan knows he's not the father, because I got pregnant during Jazz Fest weekend, and I had already been away from Ryan and not been intimate with him after leaving. So I don't see him putting up a fight for the baby, because he knows it's not his. And I know he doesn't want to comment on anything, and I'm proud of him for not getting into a squalor about anything like that and being really respectful. Like, I do give Ryan a lot of praise for being so respectful in his lives, and I want to give him that same respect. So hopefully everybody could be mature adults, and this divorce proceedings will continue. The divorce will be finalized in October, so it won't be delayed due to the pregnancy. Now, how it works with paternity is Louisiana will have me do what they call a third-party agreement. So you can look it up. So third-party agreement, Louisiana. So what that means is, yes, when the child is conceived during the marriage, so during me and Ryan's marriage, the child was conceived, Ryan is presumed to be the father. That doesn't mean he is, but he is presumed by the court and the law. So what I have to do is enter into a third-party agreement. So what that means is 300 days after the, or within 300 days of the termination of the marriage, the divorce, we'll do a paternity test. It will show Ken is the father. It will show that Ryan is not the father. Ryan will sign a piece of paper accepting that he is not the father and acknowledging he's not the father. Ken will sign the same piece of paper saying he acknowledges he is the father. And then after that, then there's no more to be discussed. It's over. Paternity is established, and I could, if I can't already put Ken's last name on the birth certificate, I can at that point, because the third party agreement is then closed and all is said and done. And that's coming from an actual lawyer, not all these TikTok lawyers. So that's actually coming from someone who knows what they're doing. So I seen a question. Do I have any concerns of any genetic issues for my baby? So actually, I have already had the I forgot what it's called, but it is a blood test to test for any genetic abnormalities, and that test has come back. Thankfully, no genetic abnormalities. The baby is healthy. I'm very happy to say that. It was, yes, maternity 21 or something. Yeah, that's what it was. And I was so relieved to when I got that call from the hospital, because I mean, that was after everything, all the tests, all the medications that I had to undergo all those years ago. I was so scared what kind of implications would that have on my future children and fertility in general. So that scared me going into fertility journey. And so what they didn't show on the show, because my video that I had taken when I found out that I was pregnant, where I held the test up, it was a lot longer. It was, I think, 3 minutes. And I went on to talk about, hold on, drink. I get dry mouth really fast, sorry guys. I went on to talk about that when I got pregnant, I didn't even think that I could get pregnant, because I had seen my OBGYN for the first time. I asked about my fertility. She gave me a blood test, we did labs to see if I was ovulating on a regular basis. And so when I got the results back, she's like, chances are you're not ovulating on a regular. And so I'm like, okay, what does that mean? And so I also had an abnormal pap smear as well. So I had a lot going on at that time, with down there. So I thought I couldn't get pregnant. So whenever Ken came to visit me, I'm like, chances are that's unlikely to happen. I've got too much going on right now. I'm gonna have to be on a medication to make me ovulate, because I'm not already ovulating on a regular, so I wouldn't worry about it. So we didn't use protection. I just thought that I couldn't get pregnant, or at least it was gonna take a lot for me to get pregnant by use of medication. So then I was late on my period. And I'm like, well, I was already a little late because I had rhinoplasty. And so on April 5th, they gave me a pregnancy test because they're not going to perform rhinoplasty on someone that is pregnant. So they gave me a pregnancy test on April 5th, and it came back negative. So I was not pregnant when I had rhinoplasty. Again, another hint of why Ryan is not the father. And so, you know, the timing, if everything is taken into account, the timing is very clear. Ken is the father. But that's neither here nor there. So anyway, whenever I found out I was pregnant, I'm like, how? I didn't ovulate. I don't understand. And that's when I went to a confirmation appointment for my pregnancy. And so at that appointment, I had seen a different doctor. And the doctor that I had seen looked at those test results from the labs before. And she's like looking at it and she's like, well, this would have been a difference in opinions between me and the other doctor. I would have looked at, and this is her talking, I would have looked at these results and said you are ovulating. Anything over this amount of percent or pointage, you were ovulating. And I'm like, well, the other doctor said that I wasn't. So, was I or wasn't I? Clearly I was, because I'm pregnant now. And that's what happened. You know, one doctor said one thing, another doctor said something else, and I'm like, oh my god. Huh? Oh, thanks, Mia. Good question. Okay, my sister asked a question. Do I want to have, what was it? An epidural?
Or natural.
Or natural? Epidural! Absolutely!
Yeah, I got that.
Oh,
Put it in.
okay.
That's weird.
Oh no, I definitely want to have an epidural. Godspeed to anyone that wants to do it natural. Thank you, Luke, for the galaxy. Am I still filming episodes? Not currently. Not currently. Which is nice to have a break. Thank you, Robin, for the galaxy. It's really nice to have a break and not have to plan everything out where it's like, okay, we're going to go here this day. Because the filming schedule is hard. It's everything, everywhere you go. Like if I go to a restaurant, the restaurant has to sign an agreement with Lifetime that it's okay to film there. So it's like a whole big thing, and sometimes it's just annoying. You want to go in, get what you need, and get out. Go have lunch without cameras following you around everywhere. Thank you, Brianna, for the galaxy. Thank you, Robin. But I mean, it was all worth it because at the end of the day, I could sit here and try to justify my actions and explain everything that happened on TikTok and on social media. But for people to actually see it unfold, and even looking back on it, I get insight on what all happened from a different perspective. Thank you, Becca. So it definitely was eye-opening to have to go through this process. Thank you, Chant. Thank you, Rihanna. Okay, well, my first trimester was actually really easy. I barely had any morning sickness. I still haven't puked, not once, which is really nice. Because when you watch all the movies, like when you watch a movie, the first sign of pregnancy that anybody puts on a movie is that they're like, bleh. Like, that's the first thing they're like, oh, you're pregnant. But that didn't happen for me. So, I'm happy. Like, that's been a breeze. Like,
I never got sick for either one.
You didn't get sick for either one? That's nice. I can see myself having more kids, and hopefully the pregnancies will be this easy. But the fatigue was terrible in the first trimester. What is my dad and Christy want to be called? So Christy wants to be called Lolly, and my dad wants to be called Pop, because together they're Lollipop. Oh, thank you, Murphy, for the galaxy. Keep those questions coming, guys. Where can my book be ordered? Amazon, Barnes & Noble. I have to look at, like, the audio portion of it, where that could be ordered. Huh? What? So, let me just read.
Plant or snake.
Oh, okay. I know, I gotta figure out, because I have her. I'm still trying to add this one mod, guys. I know, I hear it. Gotta get used to it.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, I mean, I have her old account as a mod.
Let me see which one.
And I don't know if I'm just not doing the other one right.
The planted bunny.
Oh, there's a the in the word?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know. I'm gonna have to add her as a mod in a demo. I tried that one.
Okay.
I tried all of them, and I don't know why it's not popping up. I'm gonna have to add her as a mod in my next live.
You hit 10 million followers.
Oh, thank y'all.
10 million
Thank you,
followers.
Daniel. Thank you, Colleen. Thank you, Carly. What platforms is the show on? I know that it's on Hulu, and it's on Prime Video. I do know that. Look under top viewers.
Lifetime app.
Lifetime app? Okay. I can't find it. No, over here? Nope. Alright guys, I'm just gonna have to do that next time. I don't know how to find all this kind of stuff all around here. What is my next plans for life? You know, just live it. I don't know. Like, I definitely didn't have pregnancy on my agenda, for real. So I guess, you know, still continue to go through my pregnancy journey. I have my book coming out at the end of the year, which I'm very excited about. This book is, I'm really proud of this book. Reading it over with new eyes, it's very insightful into not only my life, like, it's not even all about me. It has insight into my mother's childhood, my mother's life as a teenager, some of the memories that she shared with me, some of the memories Christy has of when, before I was even born, because my mom, my step-grandmother, and Christy all were co-workers at one time, working at the hospital together. This was before I was born. And so, stories about that. So there's just more than just what y'all have seen, the same regurgitation of, you know, the crime and prison and all that stuff. Like, I feel like that has been regurgitated so much. I'm sick of seeing it. So this is, the crime is a tiny, tiny portion of what the book is. It's not even, it's a blip in time. There's so much background into why my mom was the way she was. Her background into, you know, who her parents were. And so there's just so much insight into it that makes you look at everything with new eyes. So I'm very proud of it. Because it's not just my input, it's Christy's input, it's my dad's input, it's friends that my mom was friends with in high school's input. Like, everybody got to share their stories about what my mom was like and my life and things like that from when I was little. So it's everybody collectively putting in stories for this book. But it's being told as if I'm telling it, so it's still from my voice, but these stories come from more than just me. Because I wouldn't know that stuff. I wasn't even born yet. Yes, you can pre-order the book. It's called My Time to Stand. The authors are me, Michelle Mastrosciani, and Melissa Moore. It will be available in audiobook. I will be narrating. I'm really nervous about that. I think the one thing that, like, I was really nervous about is, I know I get a lot of flack for people not really liking the way I sound. I'm sorry for that. Like, I was born this way. You know, that's who I am. And I'm not ashamed of who I am. I don't think anybody should be ashamed of who they are. If something's a part of them, it's who they are. And my voice is just a part of myself. And so I felt like it was a scary endeavor to take on, because of the massive amount of people that are like, oh, her voice is so annoying. But then the other half of me was like, well, this is my story. This was my life. This happened to me. So why shouldn't it be my voice? Thank you, Claire. Thank y'all for the rose. Huh?
Tell Mason hi.
Hi, Mason.
Mason.
Hi, Haley. That's what I said.
Okay. I thought you said Mason.
No, it's Mason.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at her like they said it more than once.
Thank you, little Lulu. Thank you, Blake. So, I will do a poll. Well, I've got everybody here. I will do a poll on, I see a lot of people saying that they, you know, when is season 2 coming out? I'm gonna do a poll, and red will be, I want another season. and Blue will be like, no, don't do another season. So let me do this quick poll. Alright, red is I want another season, blue is heck no. Next season probably won't be as drama filled because it's
You
just
still doing it live?
I am still doing it live. I'm doing a poll. So I'm doing a poll of red is how many people want another season, and blue is how many people don't want another season. Red is in the lead. Red is in the lead.
Where do you click on that?
It's in settings.
Oh, right here.
Yeah, and it says quick poll. Oh, red is by a landslide.
Yeah, she just hit 10 million follows.
Good job, man.
Oh wow.
Oh, I have to hit this one.
I tell you guys, I don't think it's gonna. Another one's gonna be quite this drama filled. I know they love to put the drama on there, but this one's gonna be. If we do another one, it's gonna be. It's gonna be. Oh, look at that! Everybody wants another season. I think it's just gonna be me settling into pregnancy journey.
I'm taking a vacation.
Oh, you're taking a vacation? You don't want to deal with my moods?
No, nobody wants to deal with their pregnancy moods.
Oh, I know they are pregnancy moods. Crazy.
But it comes with the territory.
That's gonna be the drama of the show: is how many pregnancy moods does Gypsy go through in a day?
Shit,
Oh, am I
5
frozen?
minutes.
Why am I frozen?
No, you're not frozen.
Make me a mod so I can ban these idiots.
I got a couple of mods in there.
Mia's a
You're not
mom.
doing a good job.
They're doing good.
They're doing good for what they can.
I'm sorry.
Not anymore. I don't have mods anymore. Okay, let's see. All right, let me go in there.
You're doing good though.
Everybody, it says that I have mods all in there. Oh, then I'm not frozen anymore. Okay, gotcha. I was like, I'm slow on the conversation. Thank you, Jennifer. Hey, Mia.
Is Mia still in there?
Yeah, she's
Oh, I see it.
still in
I
love for me.
just saw. I'm here.
Thank you. I wonder what that means in my glowing. There's no filters on here. I just took a shower, my
Is
face
this
is all
the
red.
pregnancy glow?
Is that a such thing?
Yeah, there it is.
I'm exuding light. Do another season, please. Alright, we'll think about it. I think the one important thing is, you know, what are the positives from doing another season? What are the pros? What are the cons? You know, you have to think about this because it's like, we're just people. And at the end of the day, no matter how many followers we have, no matter how many cameras or TMZ articles come out, we are just people at the end of the day. We make mistakes, we make wrong choices, we achieve things, we go through things, and these are real things that we go through. Like, my divorce is not for camera. The cameras are turned off right now, and I'm still going through a divorce. The pregnancy was not for cameras. That was just something that happened, and they were actually, the show was supposed to end on just me and Ken reconnecting. So us going to Jazz Fest and having a picnic in the park was going to be the finale. And then they were done filming, and I let the crew know. I was like, you know, because I was happy to find out. I'm like, so y'all have been on this journey with me for 4 months now. I have some news. And I'm like, I'm pregnant. And they asked me, they're like, do you want to share that news? Because, I mean, we're pretty much done filming. Do you want to share that news? And I was like, well, I mean, we've been following my life for 4 months now. And this is a part of my life. It's very last minute. And that's why I didn't spend a whole lot of time on it, is because it was so last minute. They were done. We were wrapped. And this news comes. And so I think, you know, for a while, I think we were all kind of wondering where the show was going to end at. And none of us knew, because nobody has a crystal ball to say what happens next. They just follow your life. So, I mean, filming is exhausting, and it's a chunk of time and energy that you put into it. And a certain level of openness and vulnerability as well. So, I mean, Ken and I, Christy and I, my dad and I, we will all look at the pros and the cons of doing another season. And we'll reconvene, we'll reevaluate everything and go from there. I can't make any promises right now, because it was stressful going through that 4 months. Yeah, doing whatever makes us happy, and as long as I think, like, the stress of filming, like Ryan said in his lives multiple times, the stress of filming was hard on our marriage. Don't think that the cameras being all up in our face all the time and asking certain questions when he was, not in the room, or when I'm not in the room. that puts a strain on a marriage. And so I really want to make sure that Ken and I are in a good place. We have to be in a really solid place to take on that together. I think that we're doing good so far. We're making good decisions as adults for the betterment of ourselves, and of course the fact that we have a child to now put into the equation. And so every choice that we're making going forward has, you know, those things to think about. You have to think about the baby now. And I was very, you know, I'll share my pregnancy journey with y'all on social media because, again, I'm showing myself. I'm not showing a child. But when my baby's born, I don't want my child to be in front of a camera because there's so many people out there that do want to tear me down, and I have the responsibility to shield my child from that because I sinned. I did wrong. My child didn't. My baby's an innocent life. My baby didn't do a crime. I did. So to put that, I've read negative comments. I read them all the time. And I want to protect my baby from that. So another season would just include my pregnancy, and that is it. And possibly the birth, but nothing after that. Because at that point, it's going to be all about our family and protecting this baby from all the negative that is outside of this family. And that's my feelings about it. I don't know. What is my baby shower thing going to be? I don't know yet. I know that was a very heavy topic to a very light topic. I don't know yet.
That'll be Mia's.
Yeah, I think Mia's going to help me out with that one. I know she's already thought about stuff like that. So. Now you got me drinking all this water. Now I have to pee.
I know everybody's like, wait, keep drinking water.
Keep drinking the water. I have a tiny bladder. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's growth as a person, but like also, like I said in the episode where, you know, I was with my sister, you know, and I took the plan B 2 days after, you know, Ryan and I were intimate. I wasn't pregnant. I didn't know if I was pregnant or not. Most likely not, but my sister just wanted to educate me into my options. And that day I said, you know, I can't put myself on the back burner right now. I have to prioritize myself. So prioritizing a child, I'm not there yet. But then when you're put in that position where you're looking at a positive pregnancy test, you're like, well, holy shit, I have no choice now. Like, I have to put on my big girl panties, buckle down, and be a grown-ass woman and be a freaking mom. You know, I don't have the luxury of you know, X, Y, and Z about myself anymore. And I think I grew up a lot that day. And I'm still goofy. I'm still my goofy self, and I have a goofy personality, but the maturity of a priority is very much there. Oh, you're welcome. It was a pleasure, and it was worth all the headache and the hassle of dealing with cameras all up in your face, all that stuff, to present my first chapter of freedom with you guys. I'm happy that I got to share my truth with everyone. Everybody got to see different sides to everybody, because I don't think in this story that anybody is a villain. I think everybody has an origin story. I think everybody has a soft side, and I think that people make mistakes, but they also can learn from them too. So, I mean, that goes with people's opinions about me, people's opinions about Christy, people's opinions about Ken and Ryan, and anybody else involved in the story. There's no villain, there's no hero. You have humans. You have humans that have very human reactions and interactions to the things going on around them. And if we do another season, that's what that's going to continue to be. We're not a reality show. We are called a documentary for a reason. And it's real life. Thank you. So on that note, I'm going to go use the bathroom and I'm going to go to bed. Thank y'all all so much for y'all love and support. And until my next live, have a good night.